Okay, Happy Horsham, this is pre my hand surgery, so through the pain I'll do the best I can. But here's the here's the bass run that I gave you at the last lesson. Okay, so what did we do there? We're in the key of A. We're playing D, back to A, to an E, to an A, to a D, to an A, to an E, to an A, for 12 bars. And the reason we're doing the key of A, as I said, when you make this A, you'll notice I chose this not just for you guys, but for me because it's the easiest on my fingers. For the A, I'm just making this little power chord, or you can get the third in on string 2 if you want. Just deaden string 1, and I'm holding down strings 2, 3, and 4 if you choose, but 2 and 3, or excuse me, 3 and 4. For that A, I'm starting, and then I'm alternating the bass. We'll go through that in a second. And then when I get to the I'm getting to the D, and I'm just holding down here. You can put your finger down there if your finger is in better shape than mine. But you don't really have to if you just play strings 3 and 4 and then alternate, or excuse me, I'm saying string and 4. You want to alternate string 4 and 5 for the bass, and you can hold down just string 3 at fret 2, and if you want, it's preferred, I normally do, it's just harder for me now, to hold down string 2 fret 3. Once again, I wouldn't put string 1 in, you're not worried about that, it's too high for this. And just play that little D chord, a D and an A, a power chord, in strings 2 and 3, just as you normally would play, and I'm deadening string 1. And then you come back to the A, and then you're going to go to the E, which you can just make the power chord there and hold down strings 4 and 5. And because back here on fret 1, you have the G sharp, you have the third at string 3 fret 1. So just hold this down. See, then we come back to the A, D, and then back, finish off. So let's go through that so you know that you notice that you're only playing the open strings for these bass runs, and frets 2 and 4, or frets 2 or 4. They're the only notes that you're playing, and so you finger it with your in the second position, as we talked about, where your index finger is at fret 2. You're going to play all the fret 2 notes with this finger, and your ring finger here, you're going to play all the fret 4 notes. So it starts off with E, F sharp, G, leading to an A. You can hear that, which you've heard a million times in all kinds of music. And that's a bass run, it's called a bass run. We're playing on a bass string, and we're just leading on the A scale, as a matter of fact, or of necessity. And you're playing the E note, which if you check on all your sheets that I've sent you, just go down and check what the major scale is, and you'll see that the E is the 5th in the key of G, or the key of A, and you're playing E, F sharp with 6th, G sharp, which is the 7th, and it's the major 7th note, and then that major seventh just leads right to the A note, which is the root note of the A chord that you're playing now. That A note is going to be the first bass note that you hit and then strum. I should have done it more like that for you to get started, but you know, you're just hitting either bass, string 5 open, A, and then a little strum, then you're just strumming down to strings 5, 4, and 3, maybe 2 if you want. It's not that, so you're going string 6, fret 5, that's an A note, same as string 5 open. So I'm using string 5 open. I hit string 5 open, do a little strum, and then string 6 open and do a little strum. So if I count that out, I'm going 1, 2, 1, 2, and, excuse me. So you're going so and you just see that you're playing the same bass run on 3 successive strings here. String 6, fret 2, open, fret 2, fret 4, and then open 5, and strum, alternating the bass, strum, bass, strum. String 5 bass, strum, string 6 bass, strum. There's the run and the bass alternated. And you can just do that as an exercise, just go back and forth. And if you counted that, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's basically what you're doing throughout this, all three of those chords. So you're going, and then I'm going on string 5, the very same thing that it's string 6, and then going down, and you can make this D, or just keep it like that, which makes, you know, motoring around here very easy because you're just using this finger to flatten the notes that you want and deaden the notes that you don't want. So, and then you're going to go backwards. So I'm starting at string 5 fret to go back to this A note, A chord. I'm starting at string 5 fret 4, going to string 5 fret 2, and now I'm back on the A note or the A chord. Stop saying it. Now go up to go up to the E chord. I'm going, which is A, open, string 5, G sharp, string 6 fret 4, string 6 fret 2, and then string 6 open, and I'm on the E. And now I alternate between string 6 open and then string 6 open, strum, just strum the first, the bottom, these are called the bottom because of the bass notes, the bottom 3 strings here, 6, 5, and 4, and you have everything deadened under these, so it doesn't matter if you hit them. If you have your finger laid over those other notes, just laid over, touching string 3 so it doesn't move, and string 2 so it doesn't sound. So I'm going, and then it repeats. And now we're just going to walk all the way back to E and then walk back. So we're on the D. String 4 open. String 4 is 5 fret 4. String 5 fret 2. String 5 open. And then string 6 fret 4. String 6 fret 2. String 6 open. And then right back down. String 6 fret 2. 6 fret 4. And then end on, not surprisingly, that you should be expecting, the A, and then I just finished with a little run, which is I put my index finger on string 5 fret 2, ring finger behind it because I'm going to slide, index string 5 fret 2, string 5 fret 3 with my ring finger. So that's the first 3 notes for 4. And then I come down, I'm in position to get string 4 fret 3, string 4 fret 5, and then string 4 fret 7, and that is the A note. So you've run from the A up here and finish that little run at the A at string 4 fret 7. So just slowly again. We go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and, or excuse me, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 4, 4, and 1. Yeah. Excuse me, I'm trying to rush through this because I'm aching here. So I'm going down to the D, and then back, and then to the E, to the A, to the D, and there you have it. Something to practice. You can keep practicing that, get really good, and then when I'm back in shape and you get this down, we'll expand that to some other notes and some other things that you can do. Okay?